Hello and welcome to A Pint of Cthulhu. It is I, Ethan, the Red Toucan, and I am the DM for this adventure. For this adventure, we have Josh playing Addison May, the Tabaxi Fighter. We have Soren J, aka Jay, playing Furby, the Furbolg Druid. We have Captain Hero Man, aka Cap, playing Gertrude, the Hill Dwarf Barbarian. We have Matt playing Donovan Longhop, the Herringgong Rogue. And last but not least, we have Cartman playing Vine E. Jackoff, the Aarakocra Ranger. Alright, sit down, have a pint, and enjoy the episode. A word of warning, this podcast is not for kids, so listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to A Pint of Cthulhu. This is the second intro that we've done. Thanks, Cartman. So, we do have a new... And I say thanks, Cartman, because of the new edition. We do have Cartman back. And if you guys remember from last episode, if you listened to the last episode, Furby's Spider King transformation went awry. And he became a... very similar to a spider Daedra, if you look it up. It's from Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, ESO, all that kind of stuff. It's more of a centaur / spider. But in this case, he has two heads. One is Furby, and one is Viney. Because of their link via Viney's right arm. Now, in this instance, Viney is kind of a spawn, just the spawn of Viney. So it isn't exactly, it's not a complete 100% link to Viney that's at Phandelver currently with Sister Gorell. So it's just kind of a newborn baby that's just spawned. So every time he tries to do an action, we're going to roll a d20. And if he succeeds, we flip a die on of the two actions that the Spider King can do, the web action or the bite action. And if he fails, it's a random action that does not benefit at all. Doesn't hurt them, but doesn't benefit the party. And he isn't going to hurt the rest of the party or anything either. But he's just not really going to do what he wants to do because he's, a newborn baby, not really understanding the controls of his body. But currently, you guys just beat the horde of zombies and the horde of twig blights. The dragon is on the hill watching you guys, aware of you, but can't quite make you out because of the pass without trace that Furby has cast on everybody. Well, I think is it everybody? I think Addison does not have pass without trace. Am I wrong? Because I remember one of them does not have it.
Yes, someone might be out of range. I think it was either Addison or no,
it wasn't.
I
don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is kind of aware of where you guys are at. He knows there's more than one because he can see Addison clearly. But he knows just because he saw you before Pass Without Trace. And then he saw this horde over here that was just annihilated, by things he could kind of make out but not really see. So he's aware of where you're at, but that does not mean you cannot sneak up on him or anything at all. But he is there. And currently the only one that knows about where the old man is Furby. So I think we'll take it away with Furby. What do you do?
Well, Furby's going to inform, with a wary glance at the dragon, inform the others that there is in fact a creepy old man who seemed unreasonably frightened by his handsome appearance at his window. Old man's down there. Might be Druid guy. Not really sure. And he's going to point him over to these houses here.
Okay. Do you guys just head on over, or what do we do? Donovan? Cap?
Let's go take a look, shall we? It could be the person we're supposed to be looking for. Dragon seems content.
Gertrude grunts, nods, and follows the rabbit.
Addison falls in line and follows the group to the southwest.
Okay.
Well, I guess we knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and nothing happens.
Knock a little bit louder.
If it's the weird furbolg thing, I'm done.
No, it is not the Furbolg. It is the rest of us. What? Do we have the name of the person we're looking for?
Yes, it's Radoth. Reidoth. Radoth.
Yeah, the
Just shout
red-nosed
through the
reindeer.
door. Oh. So just shout through the door. Is this Rudolph? Radoth?
Yeah. How do you know my name?
I don't quite remember, but we were sent to look for you.
By who, might I add?
Does anyone remember?
Some elf lady or something?
No. It was it was the half-elf farmer.
Hey, half-elf. I was half right.
Not half-elf, halfling.
Halfling. Okay, yeah.
Why'd I say is halfling farmer? Yeah.
No, not Applewood.
No, she's
Was-
Alderleaf.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
down at the south of the map.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Alderleaf person.
Now here's the
So
thing
just
is
look
they're
for
all
you.
gone. So people that are giving you these jobs though have disappeared. Now you'll get you've already done some jobs and then the Dawn has paid you for your services. So Donnie the Dawn. So you would know that it was the halfling farmer, but you don't have to worry that now that she's gone that you wouldn't get paid because the Dawn will pay. So, but yeah, it was the halfling farmer, Alderleaf.
I just repeat that and be like, well, she doesn't live there anymore, but there might be a forwarding address for her.
What do you mean she doesn't live there anymore?
Well, she moved.
That farm's been in her family for 3 generations. She wouldn't just move.
Well, she doesn't live there anymore. She's not dead. She wasn't robbed. She moved. What more is there to tell you?
I'm very, very suspicious. That makes no sense. You're saying she's not dead?
Did
At
you
least not
want
to
her
manage.
to be
Oh,
dead?
roll a persuasion on this one.
Okie dokie. Perception and persuasion.
Ooh.
Oof.
So
9.
as he says this, you hear a strange sound. It's like a scurrying. Like more like a rodent of some kind. Kind of like if you were in a house or whatever and it was in your attic, you would hear it scurrying across, your ceiling and things like that.
Dude.
You hear that and then nothing.
You just gave me a fucking flashback, man. I used to have a squirrel that invaded my loft at one point.
Oh, I've had raccoons and possums that I've plugged up every hole, but yeah, they're really hard to keep out, even if it's an itty bitty tiny hole. It's really hard.
It's the worst fucking noise at night when you just hear.
Or they're running back and forth.
Oh, you just told me. I brought my air gun around. I would have sorted that out in no time.
It was years ago. Anyway, is it safe to just kind of maybe find a long stick and poke the door open?
Well, you could. I mean, you can even. I'm gonna say you did knock. It's solid, so you would even know that just from knocking. Like, if it could just be pushed open easily, you would have pushed it open by knocking. It's not, by no means, a super strong door. This is a crumbling ruin place, but this is one of the buildings that is, completely, actually has a roof and is enclosed and everything. But this can be broken down and everything, but it's not just, it's locked in a way.
Okay. Are you still in there? We could do with coming in and talking, but if you're not, my friend Gertrude here is very persuasive with doors.
There's nothing but silence.
Is there any
Gertrude?
open window, actually, or anything like that on the upper floor?
You can go. There is no upper floor. I think this is a
Okay.
single floor bungalow.
Gertrude punches the door.
Okay. Well, I'll continue with what Furby's saying. Furby, do you want to go look at the
If Gertrude's
window?
just gonna punch it, it's fine.
Okay. Well, the door. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. Well, no. This is D&D. Roll for it. Strength roll.
Oh, why is my thing loading again? No, there we go. Strength.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So
That was 9, by the way.
this is going to be the most confusing moment Gertrude has ever had in her entire life because you
Can we
hit...
just say that she trips on something before she makes contact with the door?
Oh no, sorry. No, at this point, it's full on. You are in the perfect position. You are squared up. Like this is a full on karate pose. You got your right foot back, your left foot forward. You are stanced. And then you do one direct, full on jab at this door. And it just goes thunk. And it doesn't move.
huh.
Is,
Well,
is everybody a little shocked? You
Gertrude's
just leave. You're like, Gertrude can't do it. We leave. Forget this shit. We're out.
Can I try and lockpick it open then?
I mean, you could.
There is
Now,
a window. Like, there is a... Right.
Yeah.
you say this has Furby, but I was about to say you could even tell, though, this is not... There's no doorknob. Like, this thing is like, there's a piece of wood blocking this. Like, it's a old-fashioned barricade, in a way.
Okay.
You could tell that, because there is no doorknob or anything. It's just something like, you push it open and you swing it shut, but there is no handle or anything. So to lock it would just be they slid a board in front of it.
Okay. Is
Could
there...
add a s-
Two
Go,
things.
Jake.
Is there a roof? And does it look
yeah.
like the there's a roof? Oh, okay. And does it look like the window's been barricaded?
I don't think you would know. You do know there's a way of shutting it and it's staying shut because you did see him shut
yeah,
it
he had shutters.
in front, like
right.
you open and then shut. So whether or not it's got like a little latch or it's also barricaded, you wouldn't know that. But it's definitely not, visible from the outside.
Does
so
the
it's definitely
house have a chimney?
I will give you this.
Ho ho ho!
There is no chimney,
Oh,
but you can make out a place where the roof is kind of crumbling in. It's not a big hole.
okay.
Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have stayed in this one. He would have stayed in a better one. But it's probably about a foot in diameter hole, kind of caving in.
Okay. Sorry, Josh, go and say what you were saying.
I was gonna say if I can crawl up through the window and get in that way, but since the roof's crumbling in, I'm gonna go up that way and try to get in.
Yeah, Furby will accompany you with the spider climb ability. Maybe give you a hand if you need it. Bringing
Okay.
Cartman along for the ride.
Okay. Well,
So-
you're not small either. So you're both going to climb up onto this roof?
It's a roof, and if it collapses, we just have easier access.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the first time I fell through a roof.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So both of you roll a deck save.
Okay, Spider King has
15.
Is 16 a plus 3, right?
Do I get a deck save? Part of the body.
No.
Oh.
Plus
You don't
3,
control
so
the feet.
18, I think?
Oh, okay. So you feel it, Furby, as slowly as you get up there, you kind of realize, okay, the roof is falling in. I'm an enormous spider. So if a roof is falling in, that means it's unstable. So you actually have a quick brain, even though you've got 2 brains currently, to jump back and grab on the edge of the roof as it crumbles in. Addison, you don't quite have this realization. As you do this roof collapses inwards with you on top of it. And it just comes a loud crash. And there's a bunch of just smoke building. Everybody outside can just see that there's just a bunch of smoke coming. like just dust and everything that's had settled on it, and just go as it crumbled inwards. And you know what? I'm not gonna make you. You're a cat. I'm gonna say that you don't take fall damage, but man, you're in a tight situation. So
I was just gonna ask him. I was like, "So what's your deal?"
So, as I'm gonna go ahead and say what you're looking at in here. You look in here, and there's just a bunch of old. It looks like a bunch of old equipment and everything. It has maybe a nice bed that is old. You can tell by the frame and everything, but it is not covered in dust, as in it had been used. And there's a bunch of phylacteries, and there's mortar and pestles everywhere. There it looks like there's all kinds of alchemy creations and other devices that you wouldn't quite know, but possibly with something a mage or a druid would be using. But you realize you're the only one in there. If he was in there, he's not now.
So I inspect around the room. Is there anything that I'm looking for specifically?
Well, I mean, you were looking for him, so it wasn't really like, what.
Would the Spider King's blind sight pick up anything?
Huh.
It's only 10 foot, so he'd have to be pretty close. But
I
if
will
he's
say
invisible.
He is not invisible. You do not detect anything currently.
Rip. Okay.
Anybody else want to do a look, or are you guys going to let Donovan and Gertrude in? They are still barricaded
Oh,
outside.
yeah.
You technically are actually. Furby
Surprisingly.
is on top of the wall looking in. Addison is the one that's in. But obviously, now that the roof is collapsed, you can just climb into the building side, Furby, if you wanted to. But yeah,
Furby's going to effectively use all 8 legs to try and clear out the barricades from the window
Addison's gonna
and the
help.
door. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just open it. You can do that and just open it up, and then now everybody can see that it is a completely empty hut. That had been used, had been lived in. You can tell, but it is empty. If he was there, he was gone.
Well, shit. Do we still get paid for this? Is there anything worth stealing, or should I say taking, considering the old bastards disappeared?
I mean, it doesn't look like. I mean, you could do a perception check if you want, but I'm going to say there's not really a whole lot there.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, you don't see
7.
shit with a 7. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty glass thing going from one glass thing to another.
I mean, guys, is there any point of us actually still being here? The dragon doesn't seem to bother us. We're not getting much from this place, are we?
Was this the place where the halfling who mentioned their friend had gone missing said other people had gone missing?
There have been people that have gone. No, what she told you was that her friend, she hasn't heard from him, Raydroff, in a while. And he was she knew that he was at Thunder Tree, and it was confirmed with reports that there was a dragon around Thunder Tree, and she wanted to make sure he was okay.
Okay, let's just book it then. I mean, he's fine. He's somewhere around here, but he seemed like he was doing okay.
I mean, you're just gonna leave it at that? I mean,
there seems to be no other reason why we should stay around. We've done what we needed to do. The dragon's just kind of chilling. Doesn't seem to be anything else around that seems to want to try and kill us at the moment, so unless you want to stay a night and get some health or something,
Fair enough, actually. On the journey back, it'll be rough if we don't.
Yeah.
Gert's just going to have a wee sleep in the old man's bed.
Just barricade the door and try and patch the roof a little bit and, take a nap.
Furby's going to take a look through some of the druid things, see if there's any druidic stuff that calls to him.
I'm going to roll a hit dice if we're allowed to take a short rest.
okay. Go for it. Everybody gonna go to sleep?
Furby's gonna stay awake. I haven't lost any HP, and if I turn back... actually, is it a short rest or a long rest we're getting?
It's up to
Depends
you.
on what people want.
I mean,
You
how?
guys want a long rest or a short rest? I mean, a long rest would be quite nice.
Yeah, go for the long one, might as well.
Long
Yeah,
rest.
sure.
Aye.
That Furby's gonna de-transform from the Spider King form.
Okay, so Viney, sorry, you're gone
No,
for the moment.
that's alright. I mean,
I'll cheat back
Oh.
into it as soon as I'm up.
I don't mind. Don't mind keeping quiet. I'm happy just letting you guys do your thing. Because I know my character will come back eventually.
Yeah, all good.
Well,
You know what,
Maybe.
Jay? Roll a d20 for me.
Uh-oh. Am I stuck?
No, it wouldn't go that far. Ooh.
That's a 9.
Okay, so you de-transform. And everything's fine. Everything seems fine.
Never trust when your DM says everything seems fine.
But
all of a sudden,
you
all you hear
do-
is a squawk.
yes, actually, you hear a squawk in your mind. So
oh no.
he's there. Spawn of Viney is still there. Not physically, but like on the outside, but he's still with you.
I can
You
be
have
a
your-
voice in the head. That's fun.
You do have, you now sadly have a voice in your head. So Viney is not truly gone. But you're back to a Furbolg, though. I mean, I don't know if everyone would know this. You've kind of got this going on in your head. I mean, I would think Furby is smart enough to know not to tell anybody, because then they would think you're insane.
Well, would
but-
Furby be smart enough?
That's
With
up
my
to
dear-
you. I'll let you decide.
My 10 intelligence boy. I think Furby.
If I remember,
Here's-
Viney's actually more intelligent than
Yeah.
10.
Furby hears a squawk and is in the back of his mind and whirls round like he thinks it's behind him. And as long as he keeps hearing squawks and Viney's voice, he's gonna keep like whipping his head to the side, trying to figure out where Viney is. Because as far as he knows, that chicken's back in town. So he's gonna stop searching for the druid's belongings and start frantically looking for
That's
Bird
fine.
Boy.
But can I, my hands waving in the air, can I do a dice roll now and again for intrusive thoughts?
Oh,
I will let you decide that with Jay.
that's a
That'd be
roleplay
between-
element. You can do that for free. You
That
don't
is
need to
between
roll.
you. Yeah, that is between you and Jay, though. What Jay would let. Would it be too annoying? I'm not going to give you too much control over what Jay, could happen in Jay's mind.
So I think you can say whatever you want in Furby's head. It'll be a persuasion or deception to make him do what you want, though.
And that'd be on my Viney character sheet.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
But you need to tell me what you're trying to get him to do first.
I was more thinking invasive thoughts, like,
Yeah, go for
because
it.
this is how I got to play it, because I've still got the mind of the spawn. I don't have the mind of Viney. So
Yeah, you're two different Vinies.
yeah, so I've got to be a little bit careful, because at the moment I came into real life as the second head, and all of a sudden now I'm in your head, and I'm seeing what you're seeing. So when I say intrusive thoughts, it might be more like a change of your decision. Like if you want to jump in and fight, I might be like, no, I want to run away, because I want to shoot it with my bow and arrow. So those.
Oh
sort of
yeah,
intrusive
like range
thoughts.
versus close. Yeah, okay, sure. Persuasion check to make him do it when it comes up. I'm fine with that.
I'll say it. Should I just roll a d? Should I just roll a persuasion, or should we make it a turn?
I think a roll of persuasion would be good.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let it be up to you guys. I'll let it be up to you guys. I will back whatever you decide.
Do we get our long rest in peace then?
Yeah.
Does the dragon not decide to eat us?
Well, that depends. You're all for just going straight to sleep, right?
Yeah. I want my wild shape souls back.
Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, here we go.
What am I gonna do to you all?
How am I gonna ruin your day?
Oh, we blocked the door again, don't we?
Oh, we didn't say we did that before we said we were taking a nap.
I did say we blocked the door.
Did you? Okay.
I said if we go in, we should block the door.
You said we should.
I would have done it.
And at
Fair
that
enough.
point, all you're gonna hear is we should find the old man, Squire.
We can't. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, but did you say that? Did you just say that out loud?
Yep. We can't do that. No clue where he went.
Who are you talking to, Furby?
Bird friend.
For what bird friend? There's no birds here.
I mean, you guys did see the Viney head. And whether or not you know he's talking to Viney, I don't know. But yeah, there was a Viney there. So.
You bunny friend. That kitty friend. Him bird friend.
What, Gertrude?
No, that badger friend.
Viney's not here, though. Your second head has gone.
Still hear him.
Are you
Nice bird
taking the
friend.
first watch?
Bird friend, do you think we should take first watch?
Yeah, you're gonna hear nothing, just silence.
Sure. Furby can take first watch.
Right. I suppose we swap it through the night and wait until the morning?
That's you guys. Okay, so it was just decided by Furby, though, but you guys did tell me you're all four going to sleep. So now you're changing it to you're having someone on watch?
It would be the more sensible thing to do.
Yes, but would you guys do that? I mean, you gotta tell me. I'm saying, I want it in concrete.
I
think
I already know
Donovan
Jay
was
said
gonna
Jay.
stay awake.
I think
Jay already
Donovan is
said it.
kind of the group's de facto leader, and while Furby
Oh,
would
God.
attempt to go to sleep, you are. Furby would
Yeah.
just be like, "Yeah, sure, let's take a nap in an abandoned building with a dragon over us." I don't think.
Gertrude's already
Anyone else?
lying down in the bed.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to, before she falls asleep.
Yeah, I think Donovan would like if Furby said, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a nap." It would be reasonable for Donovan to be like, "No, stay awake," and Furby would do that just as easy.
Delegate it through, take watches throughout the night.
Yeah.
Job done.
Maybe skip Badger friend, grumpy when woken up.
We'll just poke her with a stick.
Well, she's not asleep yet.
If she
Oh,
kills
well,
you,
good.
can I have your feet as a lucky charm?
If I die, they won't exactly be very lucky, will they now?
Not for you.
Sure, go for it. Whatever.
And Furby's
I
gonna
mean,
settle by the
They'll
window.
probably smell a bit.
Okay. All right. So who's on watch first?
Furby.
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
I'll take third.
Furby, I'm gonna say I want to be, since Furby is taking it, and we are confirmed Furby's taking it first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll confirm all four.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Roger.
Furby. Now, because of that, you also kind of preoccupied at the moment with having a Viney in your head, because you are kind of like asking Viney for advice on everything that you do. It seems like at this point.
Magic chicken bowl. Should
Yeah.
I take watch?
So I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this, and I want you to roll per perception.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Perception.
Oof.
11.
No,
that's
there's advantage
a lot.
of 20, right?
It's disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I said she gets disadvantage.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's the 11. Okay, so where are you positioned in this little, like, are you just up against a wall or something, or what?
Right
Like,
about near the window where the barricade is. So you can take a look, glance out every now and again.
okay, now you guys did barricade it all. You did,
Yeah.
obviously. Everybody's passed out asleep. You're the only one that's kind of awake. As you're sitting there, kind of, you're dozing off just a little bit. You get your back to the wall in the corner and everything, and then just relax, kind of nestled back. But then you're kind of thinking in your head, this is the way you live now. You've got a freaking chicken in your head. Like, yeah, what are you going to do? And you're also pondering yourself, is this the same chicken? Do I now have a telepathic link to the Viney? Is this you're wondering this. You don't quite know that this is a different Viney or anything like that yet.
Furby's going to have a friend with him forever.
Yeah.
Again,
as this happens, I want everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw, except Furby.
Oh. To save Matt up near proficiency.
I think Gertrude was still
Oh,
in
7.
Gertrude was still lying in that bed, so she did.
Okay.
Her dexterity save was 7.
Okay, sorry, Josh. I meant to say it too, but you guys, since you are passed out asleep, you do get a disadvantage on it. Actually, you do on dex saves when you're completely asleep. So you actually got the 5. Sorry to say. But good news is you guys all stay asleep. Furby, you go to sleep because as you're sitting there, all of a sudden a giant mallet comes down and knocks your ass out. And out you go.
And the last thing you hear in your head is squawk.
Yeah, that's the last thing you hear. You all wake up. Don't know. It was late evening when this happened. Obviously, because you guys did go to bed and it was around that time. Late evening. As you wake up, you notice immediately the smell. You all wake up and you realize we're outside. Notice you all kind of wake up at the same time, which is a little odd, almost in a magical sense that you wake up at the exact same time. And as you wake up, you can't even anybody do a perception roll or anything like that. Kind of know where you're at, but you do know you're outside. It doesn't take much to know you're outside.
Oh, take a
1.
Oh, 18.
18 as well.
Oh, shit.
Are we making the little poop emoji we doodled on the map canonical? You did mention the smell.
No, but it's a vile nature smell kind of thing.
Oh.
But everybody, oh my gosh, everybody so far except Gertrude has done a perception. Gertrude?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Gertrude still thinks she's in the house.
Really shit.
Gertrude's like, oh, what's weird? This bed's weird. She still thinks she's in the house. So everybody else, though, that smell that you're smelling, is kind of a vile nature, kind of like sulfur in a way. It's very rotten egg-ish. Smells horrible. But that goes right out, away from everything real fast when you realize you're sitting at the feet of the green dragon, and around you are 6 humanoids with strange masks on. They are surrounding you. You are between them and the dragon, and as you do this, you hear a voice from one of them. It looks like maybe in the middle. You don't know necessarily if he's the leader or not or anything like that. But he goes, "Here, O glorious dragon, I have brought some tasty morsels for you. Hopefully this will allow you to have a nice alliance with us. We are the dragon cultists. We worship you and we wish to continue to worship, and hopefully these tasty morsels are a grand gift to you. I mean, you will enjoy our grand gift."
Oh, Dragon, Furby is druid. Land's creatures are all beloved by Furby. brought you tasty snack. 6 weird cultists. Sorry we killed the rest of the food round here. Didn't seem quite fit for you.
Can I disappear?
What do you do?
You don't have passive out trace anymore, by the way. That is worn
No,
off.
but I could potentially use the hide action, maybe, if I'm allowed. You good?
Okay. Hold on, I'm doing some turn order here. Okay, so it's an interesting turn order. I don't know if you guys can see it now. But,
If interesting you mean bad for us, then correct.
very bad, yes, because they rolled very well for initiative.
And would you look at that? Gertrude's at the bottom.
Yep, absolutely. So as you guys are kind of sitting here, and he says that, you said, sorry, Donovan, you did say you used the hide action?
Can I?
Okay, well.
There you go.
Don't dragons have blind sight?
Yeah, but the cultist might not.
Oh, true. Actually, never mind. Yeah, go for it.
If Tugan allows it.
So, yeah, they're preoccupied with the dragon. But I'm going to give you disadvantage because he's talking. No. He's talking to the dragon.
Oh, that's a save. Wrong one.
Huh?
I did a save, not the actual one I was supposed to.
Yeah. Now, because they're focused on you, I mean, like, they don't expect you to just sit there. They're not all just, like, ignoring you. You know, like, they're surrounding you, and they know very well, you know, you can fight and all that stuff like that. So, you know, they're holding you captive. I wouldn't say you're tied up or anything. They probably didn't think, you know, that it would take that long for him to eat you, or they probably just thought he would eat you and go on without having to tie you up. So, but you're not tied.
Okay, how about this? If I can successfully deception by being like, "Hey, look over there," can I avoid the disadvantage?
Are you literally going to say, "Hey, look over there"?
I mean, if you want me to say something better, I can, but in a gist, basically, that would be what it would be. And
I
that's
got the gist
worrying.
of it.
Okay, deception-wise. Well, it doesn't look like you've managed to get the chicken. Oh, look, he's running past. He's probably going to shoot you in the back in a minute. That better?
Yeah, okay. Give me a deception roll.
12?
Now, hold on. I think they actually, 12? Nah, they ain't gonna make it. But I was about to say, actually, because they do have, it actually is a thing of theirs that, yes, it's really hard to, nope, that's just charmed and frightened. So, okay, not persuaded or deceived. Okay. Just, there actually is a disadvantage on charmed or frightened for cultists. So, that but I've misinterpreted that from deception or persuasion. But no, 12 is not going to do it. They don't even look at where you're going. So go ahead and do your dex save. It does not affect anything. You still get disadvantage. Actually, no. Roll again.
What, deception or
dexterity?
Okay.
Because you brought their attention to you. So they're all looking at you. And now you're trying to hide? They weren't all looking at you before. Then you talked. And now they're looking at you.
So I would roll again, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make you do disadvantage of disadvantage. Ooh, still the 8. 8 still ain't going to do it. Yeah, you're still not. I mean, it wasn't going to do it anyway, but, I mean, if you got, like, you know, a nat 1, it would have been worse. That'll make you roll. But no, you got an 8. Oh, no, you don't hide. You try to, like, scramble off, and then the one behind you was, like, just grabs your shoulder, and, like, slings you back to where you're at. Like, really? Like, really, dude?
Yeah.
It was a nice try,
Win
but...
some, lose some.
But...
Win some, lose some. Well, it's your funeral, Gertrude. Smash?
I mean, Gertrude still thinks she's at the house.
Yeah, Gertrude doesn't know what's going on. She's not
Is
listening.
there any chance that the dragon believes Furby about...
In fact, Gertrude just
offering
formlessly waves at the
cultists to
dragon.
him? Any chance at all
That
I'm a
what?
dragon.
that the dragon believes Furby about them bringing the cultists to feed them to the dragon instead of the other way around?
You could try.
I'm gonna put in my first persuade.
Great and mighty dragon, Furby is friend to all beasts, monsters of forest, swamp, sometimes river. As you can see, Furby have many companions, not quite human, mostly animal. Have brought 6 weird cultists for you to eat. Seemed more fitting that we clear out weird things on your long thirst. But now we have brought them.
And there's something else you're gonna say at the end of that, and
Yeah.
you're gonna shout out. And have you heard the word of God? At the
No! No!
Oh,
Oh, no!
God. Oh, no. Okay. No. Jay, roll a d20 for me.
No. You got a 16, that's pretty good. 17!
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
it does. No, you still do. But
Oh,
it comes
no.
out as your voice.
Oh.
Because if you failed that, I was going to make it come out as Viney's voice. Confusing the hell out of everyone. Squawk!
Okay.
Have you heard about the word of God? Squawk!
And have you heard the word of God? That these guys probably worship. Definitely not us. Squawk.
So, I will say this. You guys did have a really good perception roll, but you guys wouldn't even need a perception roll for this. The dragon doesn't seem to give a fuck about
Oh.
any of this. Like, he's just got his head nestled and he's like, oh, like, really? First, it kind of seemed like he's got his eyes, like, he's just kind of, he kind of likes that you're there, clearly. Like, he's like, my food came to me. But you notice this, even with your big perception roll, that when that assumed de facto leader, you would assume, the one that spoke, he was talking about, bringing you guys as morsels. The dragon didn't really care. Like, if he had, like, a nail file, he would be filing his nails. Like, he'd be like, I really just don't care. But he doesn't say anything. He has the same reaction when you say something, Furby.
So it seems like all he wants is food. Or he doesn't particularly care about the motivations of his food.
I mean, everybody's trying to persuade him, but it's not really doing anything.
I say it's time for these guys to die. I want to shoot them.
Yeah, doesn't seem like the dragon's a problem at the moment. And if we kill the cultists, he can just eat the cultists. We'll be good.
Just be sitting there. Well, this is awkward.
When's it my turn?
It's the dragon's turn first,
Oh.
unfortunately. So
Okay. So here's what happens. I'm not gonna make it, too insane at this point. But it does get just a smidge dicey. Because as you guys rear up, I want to make you guys they will sadly have an opportunity attack on you. I'm not going to make all 6 of them attack the 4 of you, whatever. It's just going to be 1 for each. If you guys decide you're going to try and just rise up and turn around and attack the cultists, or what do we do? No, Addison said that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get 3 of them with the magic missile.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing, Josh.
He can have 3 dead, 3 alive.
Yeah.
You don't even need to stand up. You could just do it sitting down.
I know, right?
I mean, you guys are facing the dragon, so I would assume you would have to face the cultists.
I would turn around towards them.
I mean,
yeah.
here's the thing: it's guaranteed hit. How do you guarantee hit something you can't see?
also, I think the spell has a within line of sight or something like that. Probably a creature of the choice that you can see.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can't see.
Well,
You can't see them. All I'm gonna say is, if you get up and turn around, they will get an opportunity attack. That's it. You know.
They get one anyway if we try and move away from them. Like,
Can we dodge?
I mean, they've kind of got you as hostages. You know, it's not like they're just gonna be like, oh no, they're getting away. You know, as you guys turn up and
fair enough.
attack, and they're kind of noticing that you guys are very heavily armored and kind of prepared. You're lucky they don't even have you bound, you know, or prone or like hogtied or something, which is surprising. It looks like they probably didn't have time. But yeah, or whatever. But as I said before, they probably thought the dragon was just going to eat you guys without a second thought. Not that it was going to take long enough for you guys to wake up.
Can I just take a shot with my firebolt just randomly in the direction like where I heard them? Like the
Fireball
voice?
also is where you can see. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I don't see how we can do anything but take an opportunity attack. Like,
Yeah, take the hit.
Unless you guys want to dodge towards the dragon. Or try to
Yeah.
duck and roll out of the way.
oh,
or
we can
whatever.
take disengage as an action, I guess.
Yes. Disengage
That's
is
what
an
we can
action.
do.
So I'll give opportunity.
Oh, except for Donovan. Donovan can do it as a bonus, right? You're a
Yeah.
rogue. Yeah.
I don't want to guide the story at all. I only leave your options open, but I'm just saying you kind of are hostages at the moment. So it's not quite like you have a ton of options. So
Well, would Dark
Just
Vision be
saying.
able to see them?
it's light of day. You're
Oh.
literally you're literally in sunlight.
Never mind.
So
So, would disengage have any opportunity on that to work?
Yeah. It just does, I think. You just can't use your action in exchange, you get free. So Furby's at least is going to disengage on his turn. Try and head towards the trees here.
yes. Because yeah, we are in initiative order. If you guys are
Yes.
are expected to attack,
We're running, but I think...
so you guys, if you guys are trying to get out of the way, probably be smart to disengage. But at the same time, you know, the cultist turn is before everybody's except for Addison's. So just letting you know.
Fuck it. In the words of a mystic long ago, Leroy Jenkins. Let's just fucking do it.
And this is where I quit the podcast. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I didn't know we were gonna do Leroy Jenkins jokes. Oh wow, here we go.
This is
Okay.
like the 14th one in the campaign. You
Yeah.
can't complain now.
Oh goodness, this is awful. Okay.
Also, Josh, what you doing then?
well, no, it's the dragon's turn first.
Oh, okay, then why are we really discussing anything about what we're doing for the last 15
Well,
minutes?
here's the thing: is if you guys were gonna get ready, I didn't know if you guys were talking about getting ready to attack these guys
We
and
can't.
everything.
That would be on our turns anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Let's just do
This
this.
was pointless. What's the dragon doing?
well, I mean, if you guys want to discuss it first before putting you in the middle of the, putting you right in it.
What the dragon?
What is he doing, the lizard boy?
So here's what the dragon does first. Dragon just kind of, as I said, he doesn't really care. Really doesn't care. But he doesn't like that he's now kind of surrounded. So he just kind of gets up, shakes off a little bit of dust because he was laying on the ground, and then just charges through you guys. It isn't like he's attacking you. But he doesn't care if he hits you, for sure, and just walks forward and walks over you guys and gets over here. I think it's like it's 10 feet, I think, correct? Yeah, 10 feet. So he has a walking speed of 40, so he can walk 40 feet. So he walks over here. Kind of disinterested, doesn't even really care that you're there. And I'm gonna make, luckily, just Addison, Furby, and these 4 cultists. I'm gonna roll. What has he got an attack that's got like that? I'm gonna use claw attack. It's a 15. That doesn't hit Addison, I know that. Furby.
Meets it, beats it, hits him.
Oh, okay. Alright, that is. Ooh. Eesh.
Yeah, you may have put us up against an adult dragon.
It's
At
2d6
level
plus 4.
That doesn't kill me, surprisingly. Even if it's max. 2d6.
Okay, so that's 7 damage. But I will say this. He damages these guys. They're like, he knocks them aside. The two on the end of where he went through. Hold on, these two. These two are fine. He full on just steps on these two. And they just just your crunch. It goes on. It's not like he intended to kill them, but or step on you guys. But oh howdy, he most certainly just didn't care. Like, it was as if you guys were bugs on beneath his feet, and he just keeps walking. And as he does this, as like a bonus action, you hear it's almost sounds like it's coming from the very ground beneath your feet. It vibrates everything. You hear, "Y'all bore me." It is now Addison's turn. Addison, what do? You expertly dodged out of the way as this dragon came through, noticing that he may not quite be a threat, but he doesn't really seem to care. But it may not be a good idea to piss him off either. But you still have the cultists to deal with. What do?
But we can't see the cultists right now, right?
I mean, you'd have to disengage. Well, you know what? No. I'm gonna say you can. You're viewing the cultists because you dodged out of the way of this dragon. That was your disengage action, I could say. So you got your face. You're right next to two cultists. One that got kind of took a little bit of damage when the dragon went by, and the other one is perfectly fine, which this appears to be the de facto leader, the guy that spoke previously. So yeah, but you're actually facing them, so you can do something.
Magic missile it is then.
Okay, you could only hit these two though from where you're standing. You know, because like if you're facing these two, where you're currently standing, if you're facing these two, these would be the only two in your within your sight. The other guys would be behind you at your peripherals if you wanted to. Hint, hint, you could probably move if you wanted. Hint, 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 hint. DM hint, hint.
I think I'll move and then shoot.
DM, top tip, take opportunity attacks, as many as possible.
Why did you move there?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God, why do I hold your hand, Josh? Jesus! Oh, God. DM instincts. Always opportunity attacks. Why are you going past them? You're really making me want to do the opportunity attacks. Oh, God.
He takes one anyway if he moves fucking anywhere.
Well, he dodged out of the way as the dragon came by.
Is him moving to any square he can currently move to, except this one, provokes an opportunity attack from this guy,
right? Here, you can move back.
Yeah, but if you move out of someone's combat range, you get whacked. This is combat range. You get smacked.
Okay, it's up to you. You know, I'll leave it up to you. If you do move, you will get an opportunity attack. Per Furby. It's all Furby's It's all Furby's fault.
It's how D&D is.
Per Jay. I was throwing you a bone. Nope, Jay said you get opportunity attack. It's all Furby.
I didn't write the D&D rule book. I'd be making a lot more money if I did.
Alright, Addison. Are you just gonna do magic missile?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one and this one.
Okay. Wizards of the Coast, the trench coat.
He's a spy! She's a spy! No! Anyway, as you do this, the one that was the de facto leader takes this square in the chest, but since he wasn't hurt before, he keels over. Blood coming from his chest and out his mouth. And he just goes, "Oh! Good God!" But the other one, you just completely obliterated. He was already barely able to stand from when the dragon came by, and you just completely it went straight through him, and he flopped over. Just became meat laying on the ground. But yeah, the de facto leader is still standing, and he is going to take his turn. He is very pissed off, especially because the dragging negotiations did not work, and the fact that you just attacked him. He flat out just goes, "You have ruined everything," and he runs at you, Addison, with a scimitar.
Could I like slide out of the way and trip him?
I mean, you know what? If you can give me a dex save, you miss. He misses anyway, but I'll give you a dex if you can do
Let's see
that.
how this goes. 7.
Oh, well, you just kind of get out of the way. You try to trip him, but he kind of already stumbling around, so, you know, he's not really going that fast, but yeah, he doesn't hit you at all. But he kind of stumbles forward you and gets back past you and kind of is now surrounded by you guys. He realizes, oh, I'm on the bad side. Oh dear. The one that, and they notice this, his kind of friends notice this, and they just run past everyone. So I will give you a chance, Furby, if you want to, and Gertrude to do, just Furby, I would say, to do an opportunity attack on these two, because they're bum rushing Addison at this point. They notice their boss is pissed, and they realize we're going to go after him.
Bulk
Or her.
and second bulk.
Hold on.
14 and a 12.
Ooh, armor class of 12. Yep, roll your damage.
So I hit both these bozos. 9 and 4.
Okay, so as they go by, Furby's just like, really? And just full on, just right on the head, bonk, bonk, and they just topple over. Also, just like the guy got hit with the magic missile. And their blood coming out of their head, where the skull caved in, and blood out of their mouth. They're clearly dead. And the de facto leader is just kind of looking around, going, truce?
Man, how did these bozos kidnap us?
You guys were
These
sleeping
absolute
pretty
villains.
heavily.
Can I just walk up behind this guy and just whisper in his ear, "Go fuck yourself," and I stick an obsidian penis through his ear for 6 points of damage.
And before he could make out, well, I'd rather not, and his dead penis just goes straight through his ear and out the other ear. And his eyes roll back in his head, blood coming out the sockets and blood coming out his nose and ears and everything. And you yank it out and he slips to the ground. All the cultists are dead. But you guys are looking at the dragon that just kind of is slowly just walking away from you guys. Just doesn't really care. And then as he kind of keeps walking, he takes flight. He flies around. I know he has a speed, but we're going to give it that he's not really in this case. And he just flies back into the tower. And you don't see him. It looks like there's a hole in the top of the tower, and he just flies up, goes around, and goes right back into the tower where it appears he might have been originally, because you guys saw him come out of this building. So, what do you do?
Well, I think we're done with the dragon. Perhaps we should go and find out where these cultists were hiding and rob their shit and then just go to town. I mean, this has been the weirdest fucking excursion we've had so far. What say you all?
Sounds good to Furby.
I could use a drink.
So no one wants to
Poke the sleeping dragon? No.
he's not sleeping. But it looks like he possibly could be reasoned with.
For what end? Why do we want to go fuck
You
with
really
the
want to
dragon?
know?
Alright, Addison's gonna bite. I'm gonna go in and be like, yo, what's up?
Yo.
Can I
Yo,
give
what?
Furby a health
Hey,
potion?
yo, dragon, what up?
Oh, I can heal myself. I'm good.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh my god.
Fucking kitty cat, come back. Might as well.
You don't have to. I'm just saying the amount of gold that he's actually sitting on and the amount of XP for dealing with the dragon is kind of astronomical.
Addison, get through that door now.
Addison's
Like, I'm talking... I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you. I mean, let's just say, guys, there's 150 gold pieces in there and 800 silver pieces. And he gives you 4,000 experience points.
Ooh.
Fuck it, let's go kill a dragon.
But
I'm just going to let you know.
We don't need to kill it. We need to befriend it.
How do you
I
make
thought-
friends
didn't
with a
I
dragon?
I sent you a sheet for the XP between everything, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon gives, well, it's 2,000.
3,900.
Yeah, 3,900 if you kill him. Just driving him away could be a thing. If you piss him off and just kind of, I guess, damage him enough, you can actually drive him away. And that's 2,000. So, yeah. It's a lot. That's more than you guys could even, would even deal with here. It's more than everything, practically. So that's up to you, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not steering it away. You guys could just go loot and leave, actually, if you wanted to.
Josh, take point if you want.
You don't have to bite. I was just giving you options, I don't want you to
What
think
would we
that.
do? What are we gonna do to befriend it, or like, are we gonna? Try
I will
and
say
fight it
this:
and
you
drive it
will
away?
not befriend it.
Yeah, I don't know if we can fight an adult dragon. Does it look like an adult, or does it look like a baby still?
But I will say this: you can. It's very hard, but it does say in my book. Obviously, it is an option. I always want to give you an option, obviously, but you can do
Okay,
anything.
sure.
But
Are we fighting it?
it's up to you. It's up to you guys. Gertrude
Let's go
Gertrude
down
hasn't
there.
said anything. Cap, what do you think?
Is Gertrude got our mental faculties back? Does she actually know where she is?
She kind of already did, but everything happened so freaking fast that I don't think you even got the chance to be
Yeah,
able
basically,
to.
according to her, she just waved at the dragon gormlessly and it sort of wandered away. That's all that's happened so far, according to Gertrude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, she'll just saunter into the tower and start having a look around.
Oh,
Josh, you said you wanted to talk to it. You go first, buddy.
All right. I go in the door.
If you fuck it up, I'll take over.
I go in the door. I let my catnip, and I'm like, "Look, we are here peacefully. If there's anything that you can help us with, anywhere that you know where we can get gold, silver, chains, anything, we would like to know. And if there's anything we can help you with, just let us know. We will be at your services."
Okay, so I want to have you do a persuasion roll with disadvantage, and I'll explain after you do the roll.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
15.
Ooh, a 2. I said
2.
with disadvantage,
Oh.
because I'll explain afterwards. So at gold and silver, now as you walk in here, I'm just going to go ahead and give the description of what you guys can see. Obviously, this is actually a little it's a cottage with a giant tower attached to it. It's on top of a hill. Half of the tower's roof is gone, and there is several. It looks like this might have been a defensive tower, possibly even like a town master or something like that, because it's actually got defenses in a way. It's got arrow slits in the tower, as if there was going to be archers in it. But you do notice it is after obviously everything. After the dragon left and everything, that it just got really, really quiet. Now that the cultists are gone, like you could hear your own breath as it goes. Possibly, because you can't even hear the dragon in there. Even possibly, like this might have had like soundproofing or whatever, or he's able to be very, very, very quiet. But there's not a bird. There's not an insect. There's nothing. You don't even hear wind. Just very, very quiet. And there's a faint smell of like that rotten eggs that I said before. It never really left, but as you got in the tower, it kind of got worse, as if it was more potent. And on either side of the door leading into the tower is half-eaten giant spiders. They're just laying there very, as they're half eaten. Looks like they may have gotten bored with them as he ate them. They kind of maybe wandered in, pissed him off. He ate them or whatever. But they're just laying there. And they've been just decimated. You can barely make out that they're even spiders at this point. But as you say this, you notice he is standing on a giant mound of gold and silver coins. Enough that, you can see them peeking out underneath you, like underneath him. Not a terrible amount. Because I've already told you guys it's only 800 silver pieces, 500, 150 gold pieces. I'm gonna say there's a lot more, but that's all you could get, in here anyway. But when you say help you guys find some silver and gold, his ears prick up, and he turns and he faces, or what you could see is ears probably. From the image, he's actually kind of got like fins in a way, like maybe fin flaps or whatever, like a fish. He turns to you and eyes narrow. And again, just like before, the ground vibrates. And he goes, "Trying to get my gold and silver, are you?"
No, not yours. We're scavengers. We're on quest to help people in towns and villages.
I hate scavengers. Scavengers usually come for my gold and my silver.
That's not
and
what we're here for.
If you thought I would know where gold and silver was, and I not be sitting on it, but not only would I not be sitting on it, I would tell 4 random adventurers where it was at instead of getting it myself.
What's a dragon need so much gold for anyway?
Can I step in at this point and be like, Addison, don't piss off the dragon.
Oh,
Don't.
You're getting
just don't.
Oh, you're getting real close.
Can I step in and be like, I apologize for my friend here. Is there anything you would want?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. I'm not gonna make you do disadvantage, but man, he is miffed when he heard what does a dragon need all that gold for anyway. He's miffed.
8.
I will tell you once, and this will be the end of it. See, I'm very tired. It's been a long day. Some random thunder wave appeared. I'm going to assume it was involved with you. And that woke me. And that very much irritated. But I'm over it. I'm a benevolent dragon. Leave. Do not come back. If I see you, that cat thing, or whatever the hell that thing was outside that was a spider and now is not, again, I will eat you alive. Are we clear?
Alright, peace out, bye.
Sounds good to me.
Are you gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm staying quiet. I've got nothing really to say about this. I mean, yeah.
Donovan, are you gonna back out of the area?
I was going to say, I just get out 1 platinum, put it on the floor, and walk away. To make sure we don't get eaten.
So we aren't fighting the dragon?
No, we do not we do not fight the dragon. That's a bad idea.
We
We should
fought
just-
everything else here pretty easy.
So you guys don't see him, obviously, or anything like that. I'm
know
going to
we
say with the
didn't-
vibrations, though, Furby and Gertrude, you probably did hear everything he said. 'Cause
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
the ground vibrate. There's no way you couldn't. So, but as you say this, you hear 3,
3,
2.
what? Oh, seconds. Right, yeah.
So I'm gonna put
Peace out.
persuasion in now. I'm gonna.
Okay,
and
go.
we can hear run in your head, but you can
Run!
decide what you heard
Okay.
there or not.
Yeah, Donovan's booked it.
Alright, let's go.
He's up.
Yeah, as you guys leave, obviously he didn't go to 1. He pretty much pulled the old Matt would notice,
Like the
the old
parental thing,
parent
yeah.
thing where he never really hits 1, but he knows the second he reached 2, that's when shit hits the fan. So he could hear you guys right away, and he goes, "About fucking time." And he pulls out underneath all that gold and everything. He pulls out his giant pile of Playboy. He goes, "Oh,
Oh,
thank
gross.
God! Oh, I could finally be myself. Oh
That's
God!"
a very
He's dreaming
Bad
about being in
dragon.
Thunderbolt.
Oh,
Ba-dum.
Play Dragon Monthly. Oh God, yes. Tell me how it is.
I still.
What's even worse? It's like it's all goblins in the play.
You've been on
Finally.
the Reddit page, have you?
Oh,
Thank
no.
God. Thank God. Daddy's got a
Well,
thing
that going
for
about
goblins.
since Baldur's Gate released.
Oh, I can imagine. I really would hate to see the memes that come from Baldur's Gate when you told me they could fuck anything in Baldur's Gate 3.
He's heard of those fabled pocket goblins and has taken it a bit too far.
Oh,
In any case, though,
So
we're
we
looking at
going
you.
back to
We
Phandelver?
absolutely not fighting.
Where are
him.
we going then?
I think we could
back
take
to
him.
town.
Okay.
I do not want to touch a bad dragon.
Oh, fair.
Bad dragon.
That's a bad dragon.
I mean, if you open that door at the wrong time, you're going to get a salty surprise.
I'm glad it
Yeah,
cut
go
you
on,
off there.
finish
I'm
that
so
sentence.
grateful
I'm
it
really
cut you
glad
off there.
too. I'm real glad
Yep.
too.
It's a good thing.
It will for you, but not for the podcast.
I know, I recorded that, yeah. Either way, you guys are now
Okay.
finished Thunder Tree. As you leave, it's actually an unremarkable way back, which is kind of unsettling. I say unsettling because you guys have had encounters up to this point. Especially, you were attacked going to Phandelver the first time. You were attacked going to Agatha's lair. You were attacked going to Old Owl Well, Wyvern Tor. You were attacked going everywhere. But you weren't
People like
going
attacking
from
us.
Thunder Tree. Well, I mean, you were attacked by, first it was hobgoblins, and it was goblins the first time, actually, and then you got attacked by Striggans, and you got attacked by a lot of things, just random encounters. It was pretty quiet and uneventful, which is very worrying, to the point where, just like when you were at the tower with the dragon, everything seemed kind of still, quiet. Don't even see animals at this point. Matt, you already did the calculation. Matt put in the chat, what's the XP? You already did the calculation on the XP. You get no XP for the dragon. I mean, come on. Do you want to get like 1 XP for brownie points? Send you a penny?
I say we go back and fight the dragon next time.
I mean, you can.
You want to go back on? You really want to go and fight the dragon? Right, everyone will get 411 each.
All right. What I want a vote. Are you guys going back to fight the dragon?
Wait, only 400 for fighting the dragon?
Well, no,
Everything else.
without fighting the dragon.
You guys did
Oh.
not fight the dragon.
No, I thought Matt was saying if we did go back, we would get that.
You guys really want to fight the dragon?
Can, if you wanna.
How about we get Viney and then come back and fight the dragon?
Sounds good.
Is that what you guys are gonna do? Or
I think that's what they want to do.
How much
Well, you
XP
wanna
would how much XP would fighting the dragon get us each?
if you drive it off, it'll be 2,000.
That's
total.
not each though. That's
each though
total.
times by 5. It'll be
That's only
400
500
if we
XP.
kill it.
400 each, and then 3,900 if you kill him.
That's
So-
not all that much actually.
Yeah, and it's only 1,000.
Not what-
It's about 1,000 or something each.
Yeah, not when it's
780.
split. Alright, I've made an addition to our map that I think is relevant.
Okay. All right.
I'm not wrong.
You guys go back to Phandelver.
Oh, I actually did it slightly wrong. Wait. Oops. That bit's supposed to be coloured in.
Well,
Okay,
where's
let's
a good
head back to
stopping point?
Phandelver
Should we
then.
go back to the town and say hello
Yeah,
to
getting
Viney?
Viney would be a good stopping point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be probably. You guys do have Cragmaw Castle next. If you guys want to
We can do
go
that
there.
next time.
I mean, if you guys want to get there, you know,
True,
to
true.
start. It's up to you. I mean, I'm saying it's up to you. But I'm just saying 15 minutes is about how much longer I got, so you do have time to do a little bit more, and we can stop. You know,
Yeah, let's
when we
pick
want
up-
to.
Wave Echo Cave.
That's something else. We've got to get. I know. We've got to get Viney first, though. So let's head back to Phandelver so we can pick Viney up.
I really regret that you are able to see the map. So you've already spoiled it, Matt. That's the final location. Is way back.
You could have just not told him that. You could
I
have
know,
just said that's
but
for later.
no, it's people at home will look it up.
They'll
So,
know.
Yeah, this is audio. People can listen to this at home. You already spoiled it.
I could just cut it.
I'll be good.
Right. Anyhow, let's get Viney first. We need to get Viney back.
Okay,
We need
as
to
it,
pick him up from Elf Lady.
as you guys, as I said, it's pretty uneventful. The whole ride back, very strange. But as you guys come back, you know it's actually pretty normal, pretty standard as you get into Phandalin. Goblins bustling everywhere. I don't know if you necessarily could tell that there's more goblins, if there is, because there was already a ton of goblins beforehand. Like, you guys lost count when you guys went around, and like the town square was pretty much just bustling with goblins before. So you don't know if the population increased or decreased. You would have no way of knowing, but you do know he's pretty easy to spot. You spot obviously first, before anything else, Donnie the Don. He's got a pocket watch. Surprisingly, he didn't have this before. In his hands, and in the other hand, he's flipping a coin back and forth, looking at the pocket watch, looking out across the crowds. People are giving him nods, not really smiling or anything at him, obviously, but they are definitely acknowledging he is there, giving him respect, and a wide berth. But he is observing the town square as everything goes on. You guys go back, but other than that, everything seems normal. And as you guys roll up into the town green, actually, if you can see on the map, that's where it's at. Out of Sister Gorell's home comes Viney, rubbing his head and very confused. Looks like he just woke up from a very, very long nap, because he's kind of squinting at the sunlight, and kind of covering his eyes a little bit. Probably even kind of looks like he has a hangover in a way. But he is.
It's
Kinda
been a
stumbles out
long
and
night,
sees you guys.
what?
You guys respond?
It's
or-
been,
or
been a couple
I
of
mean, we're just
days.
sit in silence. Or, I mean, do you guys want me to respond for you? Gertrude, do this. And Furby, do this.
Birdie, when you learn telepath
Speech?
spell.
That too. Birdie, when you learn to speak? Last time I heard you were mute. But no.
When did you learn
I've
telepath spell?
I've been here with all the time, just minding my own.
I don't know if necessarily you were minding your own. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What's that smell of fish?
Oh, don't be gross, Matt.
It's the fish market over there. You point, and Don goes, "It's the fish market over there," and he points over to a stall that's actually got loads of fish caught. And he's like, "We just set it up, isn't it grand? Getting fish here." we're this far from the ocean and we actually able to get cod and halibut, even some red snapper. It's great.
I guess they set up that market just for the halibut.
Oh.
But and that's where we leave. like on that joke. Dun-dun. Next time on Pint of Cthulhu. Oh my goodness. Okay, well you guys are reunited back together. Everything's back to normal. But I will say you guys are still you have something left to do. You know, you kind of went to Thunder Tree for a job. So I mean,
The job was just to find the guy and see that he was not dead. He was not dead. We can go back if we want, or we can head onward to finally find out what happened to
Our missing
Rock.
midget.
Rockefeller. Not Rockefeller. What the fuck was his name?
Rockseeker.
Rockseeker. Not Rockefeller. That's a different thing.
To be fair, there's no one here that really gives a toss about the old druid anyway. So, and the dude left. What are we supposed to do about that?
Probably should warn Dawn about the dragon.
Yes, definitely should warn Don about the dragon. Can we just do that?
probably. Yeah. So, I noticed you guys left without your chicken friend. But what'd you guys go do?
Poke the dragon.
You killed the dragon.
No,
No.
just annoyed
Poked.
it.
You poked a dragon. Okay. You know, remember when I said you guys were like always honored guests here? I'm starting to think your mentality is pretty dumb. You wouldn't do something that stupid, would you?
We also got rid of a murder cult.
A murder cult.
They were worshipping the big dragon.
Oh, a dragon cult. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we know about them. Trust me, yeah, they pretty much just go around and worship whatever dragon. They're pretty dumb too. But you gotta watch your back.
Pretty dead now.
You killed. Good. Hey, I don't usually praise death. I don't. But sometimes it has to be done. And cultists, it always needs to be done with cultists. For sure. But what did you guys go to see a dragon for? Where did you guys go?
I believe we were supposed to go and find an old druid. We found them. They disappeared. Not much else to do other than that, really.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope it worked out for you. I don't necessarily know the terms of an agreement. Was it from a previous resident of this town?
Yeah, halfling with a little farm in Alderleaf.
Oh, that sweetheart. Yeah. Oh, man. We even offered to let her stay. I mean, gosh, halflings and goblins we're different. We don't even insult them to say that we're the same. But, small people to small people, it's not quite, we're not quite as how do I say?
Rotund?
Yeah, we're not really threatened by halflings. But she said it was time when she left. She says, if everyone's leaving, it's about time I left too. And I don't know. She kind of left with it. We offered her a place to stay. And everybody else, really, we offered them places to stay, but this was going to become a goblin town, one way or another. We don't exclusively do goblins, obviously, but we were going to definitely bring more of our kind. And once everyone else, besides the halfling woman, heard that, they bailed, after, especially considering they lost their homes, but we told them they could build more homes for themselves. We won all of them in poker games, and games of dice, but with her, we actually didn't win. Hers were the game of dice. We actually, she was unwilling to even bet her land, for obvious sakes. Apparently she said it was 3 generations. But, no, she just up and left. Said that, it was time for her and her son to go. And so she gave us the deed and said, take care of it. And she left. So if she gave you a job, did she tell you how much of a reward it was gonna be? Just for your information, they never did give you a reward. They actually she never did say. She just asked you if you could go check on him.
No reward needed. Was just a favor.
That's... We can't have that. We can't have that at all. So, tell you what.
Economy?
I'll give you 50 gold. How does that sound?
Alright.
Okay. Alright. Here's he just pulls out his pocket. Now, this is kind of weird because last time you guys were here, it looked like they were a little hurting for money. But the way this guy whips out a coin purse doesn't really look like he's hurting for money because it's barely, even does a dent to this massive coin purse that he's got. When he pulls out 50 gold pieces and hands them to you. It was okay.
Yeah, it seems like us giving you those gems has worked out well then.
Oh yeah, we've doubled our profit on them. Speaking of, definitely get with me later. I'll have to go and look at my records. It was kind of a while back when we sold them, but obviously you guys get a return on your investment. For sure, we always pay our debts, but I don't have it on the top of my head for right now. So if you guys would come back, maybe tomorrow, go sleep, go stay at your designated rooms at the Stonehill Inn. Have some beer on us, obviously, and have some food on us. And then tomorrow morning, I'll give you your return on your investment. Sound good?
Yeah,
Or
I guess.
okay. All right. Well, I've got work to do. Some of these louts are not doing quite the work I want them to do. And as he says that, he looks over to a couple guards and they stiffen up. When he says that, he goes, I'm just joking. He whispers that to you guys. But either way, that's, you guys go back to Stonehill Inn and relax and take a breather, get your drinks, get your food, and you go to sleep.
Hello, I am Matt, the editor of A Pint of Cthulhu. If you enjoy these episodes and wish to hear more, why not support us over on KoFi at A Pint of Cthulhu. Thank you very much, and enjoy the pint.
Hey there, my name is Soren. You can also find me at SorenJ on Twitch, and at Daily Dingus and Pick of Cthulhu on Tumblr, where I will occasionally post art about the campaign.
Hello, I am Ethan. If you guys want to find me outside of the podcast, I am actually a Twitch streamer by trade. I play a variety of games on Twitch. I'm the Red Toucan, but I also upload all of those to YouTube as well. Red Toucan there, and to TikTok, Red Toucan as well.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I go by Captain Hero Man, and you can find me playing video games on Twitch.
Hi, my name's Josh. You can find all of my links at linktree/JoshB66. That's linktr.ee/JoshB66. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Sirenscape for providing most of the sounds you hear in this episode. You can also find us on Twitter at A Pint of Cthulhu. That's at A Pint of Cthulhu. You can also give us a review on your podcast app of choice. Thank you very much, and goodbye.